Hello, everyone. Lisa's losing it. I'm losing it in a good way. I'm losing it. Yes, I am. That is the plan. My name is Lisa, and I'm a 56-year-old woman, type 2 diabetic, who was informed by her doctor that if she didn't make some changes, she would not see 73. So, this channel is going to be logging my journey, my bariatric journey, because that's the decision that I came to. Let me tell you a little bit about that story and what has happened to date. Today is June 1st, 2022. Back in December of 21, I made an appointment with my new primary care physician. We had a really great talk, We spent over an hour in there. And by the time we left, we had formulated a plan. Okay. I suffer from neck pain, and part of that neck pain is the girls. So I wanted to get them reduced to try to relieve some of that pressure. I have permanent indentations in my shoulders. It's just, a bundle of fun. So we started talking about different options, different things to do, different things I've already tried to do. I'm not new to the weight loss game, you guys. And then we decided to start talking about bariatric surgery. So I decided, after much consideration and thought, that that's the route that I wanted to go. It's not going to be easy by any stretch. I never expected it to be easy. It's not a magic pill. It is, I believe, the right choice for me. So that is what we decided to do. I made an appointment with the medical facility that's downstate. Remember, I live in rural Michigan. In case you didn't know, I live in rural Michigan. And so I would have to travel for a lot of this. And it's about a 2-hour drive. So I made an appointment, and, we kind of just went from there, and it's been proceeding over the last 6 months. In the last 6 months, I have had an online visit with a dietitian. I've had a psychological evaluation. I've had an in-person consultation with a dietitian and a nurse. I have had an endoscopy. I have had an EKG, and tomorrow I go for an echocardiogram. Thank you. That's just an extra little bonus. Hey, we're going to do one more thing to you, because it turns out I have a little extra bump in my bump, so I'm totally cleared for surgery. They think I'm fine and healthy. He just wants to kind of take a look at this. I said, okay, fine. So we figured out the plan. We've started implementing the plan. I have Blue Cross Blue Shield for insurance that I pay for, and we didn't know what they were going to do or not do. So the facility that I used was very good about delving into what the requirements are for me with the current insurance that I have. And what I was very happy to find out about is that I don't need to spend 6 months going in to see my primary care physician, losing X amount of pounds a week or weight, a month, that I don't have to log every single thing that I eat, for those 6 months and submit it to them, that I don't have to. I mean, there's just all these extra things that other insurance plans or other programs might require you to do that my insurance plan does not require of me. So I was very happy about that, because I don't need one more thing to do right now. Now, as a caveat, when I have the surgery, I fully intend to log every single thing that I eat. I'm going to be obsessive about logging. I think that it is important, and it's important to keep track of what is going into your face. Just right now is not the time. And I don't want to. I hate exercises in futility prior to actually, undergoing something. That is a plan and I know it's good practice. I get it. But just not something I wanted to do. So luckily I didn't have to do it. I'm very happy about that. I have decided to go with, also, you get to pick all these different things. There's a lap band, and there's this, and there's that. There's a thing called VSG, and I'll refer to it as VSG because it's a little bit of a mouthful to say vertical sleeve gastrectomy. VSG. I decided on that. The VSG is a minimally invasive procedure during which they reduce the size of your stomach to 3 or 4 ounces. Okay. They're taking away 75-80% of your stomach. And then they go through and they staple it or stitch it or whatever. So there's some recovery time there. They have to make sure that nothing is leaking. That would be very bad, right? And that is part of the reason why you're getting off all of the acidic stuff like coffee and soda. My 2 lifeblood are going to be leaving. But it's all for a good purpose. I've been trying to find a way to quit diet pop for years and years and years. Coffee, not so much, but we'll get past that. I'm not looking to find a way to cheat. I'm not, that's not my intent. I'm not having a major part of my body removed so that I can cheat. That to me doesn't make sense. But you never know what might happen in the future, right? So I'm having the VSG. Right now, we are looking at it being scheduled out into September. I'm saying September-ish because they are backlogged due to COVID when they couldn't do surgeries, and there's no catching up on a thing like that. So right now, I'm on the list for surgery. I've been cleared. That's exciting and terrifying all at the same time. Totally both. I've been doing a lot of research on what is involved, and I'm going to keep doing even more research on what is involved and what I can do to make it better and easier on myself. I've ordered pillows so that for the first little bit after surgery, I'm not laying completely down. I have to watch how the dogs interact with me, so I'm getting better about training them. Just a bunch of different things, because they're going to do this laparoscopically, if I understand correctly, and you're going to have incisions on your stomach. I'll share all the stuff, okay? Probably more than you guys want, but I'm planning on sharing all the stuff. So this is just my introductory video to say thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining me on my journey. I received the most amazing messages from all of you. You just made my heart swell, and you brought tears to my eyes, and I am beyond grateful for each and every one of you that are coming along on this with me, who are doing it for information purposes, or because they've been there and done that and they want to be helpful, or just to be my cheerleaders. You are amazing, and I greatly appreciate you. You have no idea. I'm going to be putting up a video every single Wednesday. We're going to pick different topics to discuss up until the point where I have my surgery. I'm going to see about taking you guys in for the echogram tomorrow, but I don't know. I'm going to take you guys along for as much of it as I can. I will not torture you with before pictures anytime before there's a decent after picture. Okay? So those eventually will come. But as I said in the about section of this channel, January 1st, 2022, my starting weight was 278.4 pounds. That 0.4, just, I feel it necessary to put it in there. So that's not even the heaviest I've been, my friends. Okay, I've been 20 pounds heavier than that. And I don't want to be there anymore. It's impacting my mobility. It's impacting my mental state. It's impacting everything. So it's time for me to take control and rein all of this in. And for me, after much consideration, this was what I decided to do. So every Wednesday, there will be a new video. I hope that you'll come back and join me. And occasionally on Sundays, I'll toss up a bonus video when I have something really pressing that I want to talk about. I'm always going to be asking questions for all of you that have done this. I definitely want to hear about your experiences. I would love to hear about your experiences. So we're going to kick that off today with the first question of the week for the first week of Lisa's Losing It. The question for this week comes with a little backstory. I started drinking Diet Coke 30 to 40 years ago now. I mean, it's been around a long time. I should look that up. Anyway, I live on it. I live on it to the point where at one point I actually spent a year seeing a multitude of doctors who could not figure out why my arms were going numb bilaterally from the shoulders to the fingertips, right? Tons of doctors. I literally had one look at me and go, I don't know. I mean, yeah. I saw a naturopathic doctor at that point, and we discovered that it was the Diet Coke. You would think that would be enough, right? It's not. That is, I think, one of the most addictive substances on the earth. I really do. Anyway, in order to successfully navigate the surgery, I need to give up carbonated beverages. And that's going to be a hard one for me, because I drink Diet Coke because the bubbles stick around in it for a very long time. And I don't mind drinking it room temperature. Hot, no, but room temperature, I don't care. It's nice to have a cold one, sure, but otherwise, I don't care. Water to me always has to be cold. It either has to be cold or it has to be hot, one of the two. And if it's hot, I hope it has a lemon in it, But if it's cold, great. But do I want to drink cold water in the winter? Not so much. Not so much. So I'm having to rethink how I approach the beverages. I'm having to rethink how I approach drinking and eating. Well, that's a whole nother discussion another day. But giving up the carbonated beverages for me is going to be one of the most difficult things, at least so far. I'm sure something will surpass it later. But what I want to know is, if you have gone through this, what was the most difficult thing that you gave up in order to be successful with your bariatric surgery or with your weight loss journey, period? Be sure to leave that in the comment section, comment section down below. You are amazing and awesome as always, and I greatly appreciate you being here. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.